Yo, still bills. What's the deal, man? Just drop my baby off at work. I gotta go, or at daycare. I gotta go to the plantation and do something real quick. But peep game though, man. We gotta talk about this nigga Wilder, man. It's just, oh my God, bro. In his 78 Sports interview, man, what the nigga say? These fighters aren't fighting the fighters that pretty much they not fighters aren't fighting aren't fighters aren't fighting who they are supposed to fight, which is true to a certain degree. Not even a certain degree, man. And particularly the American boxing scene, it is pretty lackluster as far as competition. When it comes to like the more glamorized divisions, man, people don't necessarily fight who it is that we want to see them fight. It's always politics and everything, and just a whole bunch of bozo goofy shit, man. And just, especially when it comes to, the black American champions, man, it seems though we're complacent with our fighters holding a belt. Black fighters in particular. Black champions, well, it's like, all right, cool. I'm a champion. I don't have to, I've already arrived. So I don't need to do nothing more than just be a champion. And because I'm a champion, I'm supposed to fight that motherfucker right there. So he has a point to a certain degree. Not even a certain degree, he has a point. He very much so has a point. He didn't say anything wrong. He just said something that was just extremely contradictory. You can't talk about niggas not fighting niggas when you was a nigga that wasn't fighting niggas. The fuck? What's wild is it could be argumented that you decided not to fight. It could be all speculation. People could come with their own paradigms and narratives as to why you didn't fight the individuals that we were calling you to fight for years. It could be all speculation. People can formulate their own avenues and arguments and justifications for why you didn't do it. But the fact that it's etched in stone and documented and here for the rest of time and existence is here. And it's irrefutable evidence that you didn't fight who it is that you were supposed to fight. If English becomes a dead language later on, hundreds of years down the line, thousands of years down the line, due to technology, they're going to be able to pull up the receipts of you ducking. You're on record saying, Dillian White, I can freeze you out for 2 years and yada, 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 this and that and the third. And that's practical. You've been successful at doing that. Anytime Dillian White gives you some sort of energy, you kind of like shy away from it, man. When you came back, you said, if I don't get Tyson Fury, I wouldn't mind fighting Andy Ruiz or Dillian White. And when he gave you that energy, like, yeah, that's wrong. Let's get into this. You gave him the runaround, man. Go fight who it is that you're supposed to fight. Go get your skin. You said something outlandish. I'm like, wow, bro. This is really some goofy shit. It's irrefutable that you did not fight that man. You decided to freeze him out. And people get away, like, you have one credible win on your resume. And even that win, like, Luis Ortiz gets the clout that he gets now because of you. He gets deemed as the boogeyman of the division, even though he was offered a contract to fight Anthony Joshua. And people just refuse to believe that he was offered that contract, because it go against the grain, it go against their narrative. So you done that for Dillian White because of you fighting, not Dillian White, but Luis Ortiz, because you fought Luis Ortiz. He has a stigmatism attached to him that he's just this devil that everybody is just trying to avoid in the division, and that's not true. It's not true at all. You haven't been fighting who it is that you want to fight. It just so happens that you happen to fight Luis Ortiz, who's a credible heavyweight. He's a credible heavyweight. Nobody asked for a second fight. That was a step-up fight for you, and good job. Good job for you for getting the stoppages twice, but after that first one, it's like, I bet we on the greener pastures now, right? right, cool. No. You dig? You and Anthony Joshua. That's a prime example of a motherfucker not fighting a motherfucker. You. Y'all sent contracts back and forth to one another. The difference is one wasn't playing semantics. Let's do the damn thing. You dig? You giving them contracts with 24 hours extra, 24 hours, a 24 hour of compliance attached to the contract. What man in their right mind is gonna go and just niggas just got all day to look at and study a contract? Like, bro, no. It's the reason why negotiations take months or at least weeks. You gave that man a 24-hour window and did a whole bunch of other gang goofy bullshit behind the scenes as well, man. Like, I don't get into contracts and shit like that, but allegedly, you know, the money was coming from a specific, the money was coming from a specific, you know, whoever was putting up the money was coming from a specific platform that he wasn't contractually obligated to fight, or couldn't fight on that platform from a contractual standpoint, and you ran with that narrative like he ducking me. On top of the 24-hour of compliance window that you gave him. Like, bro, what type of games is them? All right, cool, man. Go hold 100. We got 100 M's for you right now. You still have not come with any other offer to counterattack that. Of all the bullshit narratives and goofy shit that you've done, you've yet to come with any sort of contract or offer to rival a $100 million offer. You've yet to do that. You have yet to do that. And once again, had you not tried to guilt trip Fury and impose some sort of integrity and just being a man of morals on him, you'd still be able to hide behind the guise of semantics. But because you went on Twitter or wherever it is you went on and banged on him to force that man's hand to give you a fight, you outed yourself once again. You outed yourself. You went on there and said, yeah, man, you know, I was offered more to fight Anthony Joshua, but I chose you instead. And got the nerve to call him a coward. You can't make this shit up, man. This is what I'm saying with a lot, you know, y'all, Team Wilder, man, y'all continue to put y'all foot in y'all mouths. It's just ridiculous, man. And they're not, you know, the motherfuckers who, you know, who put you on their platforms, they're not gonna ask you these questions because they like having that access to you. They like that shit. I don't know how many times you said I'm done talking, I'm just about business for this fight in an interview. You said that after you went radio silent at the press conference in an interview. Like, you be doing some weirdo shit, bro. Even now you talking about Malik Scott ain't taught you. It ain't that he taught you anything. It's about, like, you're just so bullheaded and arrogant and brash. You live in your own fantasy land, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You live in your own fantasy land, and it's really annoying. You wasn't slipping and weaving shots the way that you're doing with Malik Scott before him. You wasn't doing that. You wasn't working on, you didn't know how to set up a multitude of shots. You didn't know how to tap the body at all. You had no body work. He has you doing all that, and you can't even get that man to, bro, you are a different nigga, bro. You are a different nigga. You talking about niggas is not fighting who they supposed to be fighting, and you was one of the niggas not fighting who you was supposed to be fighting. No one asked for a second Luis Ortiz fight. You couldn't run it with Babyface or Robert Hellenius or even Otto Wildin. Well, Otto Wildin was off of the Fury fight, so nah, you couldn't have got it with him. But Robert Hellenius, Babyface, Charles Martin, you couldn't have lined that up with none of them. Instead, nobody was at, and y'all had to, and they had the nerve to put that shit on pay-per-view. Nobody was asking for that fight, fam. Nobody. But you have the nerve to sit here and say nobody is fighting who it is that they supposed to fight. Man, that is a serious case of the pot calling the kettle black. But nobody's gonna bring that type of attention to you, because if they did, you would black them out. You wouldn't do you wouldn't oblige them and hop on their platforms to give exclusive interviews and shit. So they don't they won't ask you these type of questions. They won't ask you that. Like the LDBC are like Obama, apologists and supporters. No matter the amount of fucked up shit Obama did, they're still gonna find a way to show him in a positive light. This is their deity. You're their deity. That shit is ridiculous, man. Like, if grassroots activists and politicians adopted the mindset of the LDBC, I think black people would be a lot more progressed than what we are right now. So we're pretty stagnant, whether locally or nationally or internationally. But y'all continue to just be apologists for this nigga, man. And it's like, wow, this shit crazy. Deontay Wilder champ. Fury need his ass whooped. He need his ass whooped. Like, why? Because he beat you? You talking about all these cheating out, like we done known he's been a cheater for years. Okay, then why did you choose to fight him? Why did none of that shit come to the light in the first fight? Why didn't it come to light before the second fight? Why did it come to light after the second fight? You chose that man. You decided to, all right, cool, yeah, I'm gonna look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you fresh off being 400 pounds. You've been out for a couple of years. You off a coke binge. Oh yeah, we choose you. Pikachu, I choose you. You chose to fight that man. That man wasn't ranked. That man was sitting on the couch. But you said, yo, man, this might be a good look for my resume if I beat the nigga who beat Vladimir Klitschko, and it did not work in your favor. And you're still trying to rebound off of that. Like, man, and they're not going to oblige you. They're not going to say, yo, Wilder, bro, you bugging right now, my nigga. Like, nah, you way off base with this. You're way off base. Because you are. You're way off base. They're not going to say that to you, though. Why? Because they like having access to you. They like being, hey, champ, let me get an exclusive, champ. They're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Like, who? You dig? Half of the motherfuckers, the only people who was really rocking with you like that are the LDBC. I did it the right way. How? When you can't do it the right way when you're guilty of the claims that you've made to everybody else. You're guilty of that. My nigga, you decided not to fight White. You decided not to fight Anthony Joshua. That's on you. That's on you. You just... It's just like, I don't know what realm of reality you live in, bro. It's... You WandaVision. You created this own lane of existence that you live in because reality is too painful for you to fucking live. You know, the thought of that shit is too painful for you. You can't you can't function in the realm of reality. So let me stay in this reality right here. You need to be really getting your mind right if you lose, man. You need to, because I personally, like I said, I don't give a fuck about you or Fury. I do hope Fury wins though. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been saying that for some time. I really hope Fury wins. I do, but he might not. All in all, you need to start focusing on what's gonna happen if you lose, because losing is a very big possibility, my nigga. You are a delusional man. And this, oh man, sheesh, I'm out, man.